Hey guys, Supreme Arcanine's here. Finally, we have official artwork and the English names of the 2 Pokemon revealed in this month's Korokoro, Mimikyu and Bewear, but this time they aren't showcased alone. 4 other brand new Pokemon were revealed alongside these guys, and their names are Wimpod, Bounsweet, Comfey, and Mudsdale. I don't know about you guys, but I'm still waiting to see a new Pokemon from these games that I'm not completely in love with. But of course, with new Pokemon comes new shiny speculations, and I've done 3 for each. The first is what I think they'll do, the next is what I'd be okay with, and the last is what I'd love to see. Once again, because there are so many this time around, I'm gonna go through it pretty quickly. Let's do it. First up is the Lonely Ghost and Pikachu poser, Mimikyu. Here's the shiny I think they'll do. The faded cloth is now super vibrant and the cheeks are rosy red. It looks like a brand new Pikachu. This Pokemon's whole existence is based around its desire to be loved like Pikachu, so I could totally see them sharing the same shiny form. But because its original colors are so worn out in the first place, it ends up looking like a normal one. Here's a shiny I'd be okay with. The cheeks go from a worn out red to a chilling blue, but other than that, nothing too crazy changes. Now I know this isn't one of the most exciting shinies, but we've seen subtle changes like this with Plusle and Minun, and it definitely adds to the overall ghost type feel. Now here's the shiny I'd love to see. The cheeks once again become blue, but this time the already faded cloth loses color completely, giving a super spooky vibe. Imagine playing through this game at night, crossing through the graveyard, because yes, there's a graveyard, and encountering this creepy thing. It looks like something out of a horror movie, and I completely love it. Next up is the super strong and misunderstood teddy bear, Bewear. Here's what I expect to see. Like I've said so many times before, when in doubt, gold it out. Sadly, this is a common change among shinies. A good example would be Grumpig or Gorbis, and though it's definitely not what I hope to see, I wouldn't be too surprised if this is what happens. That being said, it doesn't look terrible, I'd get over it. Now this is a shiny I'd be happy with, and I actually have a reason that they might make it happen. The black is now a burgundy, and the pink deepens a few shades. The reason I think this could be the shiny is that when Bewear leaked, there was immediate speculation that it was linked somehow to Pancham as a possible evolution. Then in the reveal trailer, Bewear is seen battling Pangoro. Now I'm not sure if this actually means anything, but if it does, it would make a lot of sense for Bewear to share the same shiny colors as Pangoro. And here's the shiny I'd love to see. Everything on this guy gains a lavender touch, even the weird headband thing. Now I don't know what it is about this shiny that makes me like it so much, but after messing with the colors a lot, I feel like this was a big enough change to notice a difference without having to go overboard. Now for the shiny voted most likely to flee, Wimpod. Here's the shiny I see happening. The purple goes green and the shell is now beige. This is the same change we see with Ekans, and Wimpod reminds me a lot of Kabuto, who also turns green when shiny, so it just makes sense. Now I'm not one of those people that hates on green shinies, but this is a super cool Pokemon, so I'm really hoping for something more exciting. Now this I'd be okay with. The purple takes on a red tint, the shell dulls a bit, and the triangles shift a few shades too. This change to red reminds me a lot of Skorupi, which also happens to be another bug type, and personally I think it looks great on both. And now for the shiny I'd love to see. The face is now turquoise, the shell is now silver, and even the eyes go from yellow to blue. There was no real inspiration here, so I just kind of went with colors I thought looked good together. But if the shiny looked like this, it would hands down be one of the first things I hunt in these games. Next up is definitely the happiest Pokemon of the bunch, Bounsweet. Here's the shiny I expect. The only change here goes from pink to green. As soon as I saw this Pokemon, I immediately linked it to Hoppip. Not only do they have very similar designs, but the colors match as well, so I won't be surprised at all to see this. Not the best, but could be worse. Here's another shiny I could totally see happening. Everything stays pretty much the same colors, but just brightens up a bit, which I think matches its personality. The inspiration here was Cherubi, which once again has a very similar design. We're starting to see a lot of fruit Pokemon, which I'm not complaining, but don't eat Pokemon. That's messed up. Now for the shiny I'd love to see. The pink shifts to purple and the green is now blue. We've seen this same shift from green to blue in other Pokemon like Snivy and Shaman, which coincidentally are also grass types. I love both these colors on their own, so bringing them together really makes this shiny awesome. It also reminds me of a plum, so it stays true to that fruit theme she's got going on. Game Freak, please do this. Up next is the posy picking fairy Pokemon, Comfey. Now I personally am not a huge fan of the original color scheme for this Pokemon, so making shinies for it was kind of difficult. Here's the shiny I expect to see. The green gets saturated, the yellow fluff is now purple, and its orange face becomes yellow. As we've seen with other Pokemon that collect items like Klefki and Flabebe, those items don't change color even when shiny, so I didn't change them here either. Nothing too crazy, but definitely something I could see them doing. Now this shiny I'd be happy with. The green goes pink, the yellow turns green, and the face is now beige. I based these colors off the shiny version of Virizion, and I honestly think it works super well. Again, the flowers stay the same, which I definitely think will be the case, but overall, not a bad look. Here's the shiny I'd love to see. The green becomes a sky blue, the yellow becomes a soft green, the face is now white, and even the flowers are different shades of purple and pink. Do I think this shiny's possible? No. Will I pretend it is until I'm proven wrong? Absolutely. And last but not least, the horse with some force, Mudsdale. Here's the shiny I expect to see. The mane gains a brown edge, the body darkens a bit, and the hooves go from red to gold. We've seen shinies in the past darken like this one, most notably Bouffalant, and I think it's a safe bet to say they'll do it again here. Not much else to say about this one. Now this one I wouldn't mind at all. Once again, the hooves are gold, but this time the body and mane are a lot lighter than before. The reason I could see Game Freak doing this is that there are plenty of light colored horses like this in the real world, and we've seen them do this with past shinies like Pyroar. This is one I definitely think looks good, so I'd be perfectly fine with this. And finally, the last shiny I'd love to see. The mane darkens even more, the body's now gray, and the hooves go from red to slate blue. I personally think these colors go amazingly together, and it genuinely looks like it could be the original color scheme. I thought about going jet black or completely white, so this felt like a good in-between. Definitely a shiny I'd go after. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this edition of my videos. I hope you enjoyed this shiny speculation. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Also, I didn't get to post a video this past week, but I have been working on a few projects. If you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or Snapchat, you'll know that I'm starting a Pokemon Go series on the channel. I originally wasn't planning on making Go videos, but I got enough comments and responses on my Snapchat stories that you guys wanted to see it, so it's happening. In this series, I'll be playing Go in some really awesome places. I live in Orlando, if you guys don't know, and I'm really close to all of the theme parks, so the plan is to play Go in every single one. I've already shot the first episode, which I'm editing now, so hopefully that will be up this week, but let me know in the comments if you guys are excited for the series. But thank you guys for watching. More videos are coming very soon, but until next time, this is Supreme Arcanine signing out. I'll see you guys later.